Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Alabama Crimson Tide 40, Mississippi State Bulldogs 17 in college football, week 5 for the year 2023. SEC third game. State got dog walked by Bama, the worst Bama team since Saban took over, or since 2008. State, even against the worst Bama team, still can't do anything. Points scored as follows. First quarter, Jalen Milroe with a 53-yard rush touchdown. Doesn't get sacked, gets all the time in the world, gets all the green in the world. 7-0 Alabama. Chris Braswell with a pick 6 late on in the quarter. Makes it 14-0. End of the first, it's 14-0. Kyle Ferry with a 31-yard field goal gets State on the board. 14-3. Will Rockard answers back with a 48-yard field goal, 17-3. Mike Wright with a 15-yard touchdown run. Breaks one, 17-10. Jace McClellan with a 2-yard touchdown run to make it 23-10. Will Rogers gets picked off late in the second quarter. Jalen Milroe gets a 10-yard touchdown run to make it 31-10. Halftime, it's 31-10. Jeffrey Pittman with a 1-yard touchdown catch to make it 31-17. State's first touchdown pass against Alabama since the Dak Prescott year, since 2014. So at least they got that. Will Rockard, 37-yard field goal to make it 34-17. End of the third quarter was 34-17. Will Rockard, 34-yard field goal to make it 37-17. Hits a 48-yarder to end the scoring, 40-17. That's the final, 40-17 for Alabama. The Crimson Tide, it rolls. The Tide rolls over Mississippi State. And you hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Because Mississippi State, I mean, they didn't play well against LSU, but they started to get going against South Carolina. You thought maybe they could still win this game. Bama is still vulnerable. You thought State could still win this game. No. Alabama, even at their worst, is still way better than State. Well, they weren't at their best, but Bama at their worst is still way better than State, trying to figure out their new type of football, their new form, their new offense. And their defense doesn't really have any playmakers besides Jet Johnson and Bookie Watson and Pickering. But they don't have anybody who could pick the ball. They could add 2 fumbles on the punt and then the drop snap. They got to Milroe early. Game looked like it was going to start well. Then it got very bad very quickly. And you look at it and you're like, damn, Mississippi State could be so much better if they could just find a way. But they always find a way to screw it up. They always are in bad positions because of them old selves. And, man, I just want to see better, you know? Kevin Barbay is a horrible offensive coordinator. The man does not trust Will Rogers. And I'm not saying Will could play his system, but maybe with Will having all these records, you could be like, you know what, I'll let him check at the line. If we need to throw, we throw. If we run, we run. I believe he could check at the line. But they don't do that. They don't let him do that, and I think that's unfair. I think Will, he might be mid. He might not be the quarterback he thinks he is, but he's still a good game manager. He could check at the line and be like, nah, we should throw here. He should have a chance to overturn the call, but he doesn't, like he did with Leach. Leach gave him basically absolute power over the offense. Like, if he needed to make a call and change a call, Leach let him do it. If Leach lets somebody do it, you think somebody who's a no-name like Barbay would let Will do that. But I think Barbay, it shows you exactly what he wants. He wants his system. Hell or high water. I don't like Barbay. The dude wants his system. Nothing more, nothing less. He wants power running and maybe a throw here or there. It's a worse version of Joe Moorhead. And all Zach Arnett wants to do is call the defense with Brock. And they're doing somewhat okay. Arnett's picked it back up and, they're cobbling it back together. Here's the problem, though. Our offense is a joke. And they have not had that come to Jesus moment you think they would have, which makes no sense. I don't blame this on Arnett as much as I do Barbet. Barbet, we went so off the rails. It's like, you know what? We knew the air raid. But no, we're going to go with an offensive coordinator that doesn't even do a new version of the air raid. Of course, the new version of the air raid is a lot more. It does have running base, but in the SEC, I think that could work. I mean, Leach was starting to realize that. He was able to change things up a bit. But no, they don't go for a guy like Harrell or Matt Mummy, Hal Mummy's son, or anybody who runs the air raid. No, they go for a guy who runs a worse version of Joe Moorhead's system with a guy who's an air raid quarterback who doesn't have a chance to change the plays at the line. This was always going to be a shit show. And it is. It is. And I should have known it. Will's a mid-quarterback, but he ain't getting no help. And our best players are running back Woody Marks. Tulu Griffin's barely got any touches. Frickin' Xavion's barely got any touches. Like, our best players are not getting a chance. This is a freaking joke. It's a joke. Our best players are not getting a chance. So I ask you, what's the point? Might as well just freaking put Mike Wright out there and let him freaking play the Wildcat. Like it's the Miami Dolphins in 08. But no, we don't do that. Let Chris Parson play. No, you want to preserve his red shirt. Weir, I still think he's a better quarterback overall than Will, and he could probably do both. But he doesn't even get a chance. So we're stuck with Will. I mean, yeah, Mike Wright comes in to play the Wildcat at times. Yeah, he does. So, but you don't want to run the whole game like that when that's the system you actually want to run. But, we can't throw the ball, so people know what we're going to do if he's out there. He hadn't thrown the ball at all. They know! Might as well just run it all game, if that's what you want to do, Barbet. Or put Chris Parson out there and let him throw the ball and Wildcat run the ball. But no, you don't want to burn his red shirt, now do you? Okay, so pretty much stuck with Will Rogers being kneecapped. Okay, that's where we are. And we got dog-walked because of it. We got dog-walked by LSU, who end up losing to Ole Miss, and we got dog-walked by Bama. And we got down a little bit too early to South Carolina, but we almost got out of that one. We almost found our way out of that hole. And that's probably why there was no come to Jesus moment. Should have happened after LSU. Now, they did throw the ball more in the South Carolina game, and it almost worked out. So I guess there may have been a come to Jesus moment. But here's the problem. They didn't. They did it 1 week. Now they just power run. Again, they go all the way over to the other side of the freaking road and power run. End around. Power run. Don't let Will throw. Now, did he throw a pick six? Yes. Did he throw a second pick? Yes. But it feels like Barbet will not let Will throw if he even screws up once. Because he is so hell-bent on his system, trying to make his bullshit work. This is not the right quarterback for it. What we should have done was be like, okay, Will, we're going to try to have a happy medium for one more year. Then when you rebuild, when you lose your defense and when you lose your offense and all your veterans, then you go full bore into this power running B-Tech version of what Joe Moorhead wanted to do. It didn't work then. What makes you think it'll work now? And I hate to say it, do we blame Zach Arnett for making that decision? Maybe. Do we blame Barbet for being hired? Probably. Oh, definitely. He needs to go. He needs to go at the end of the year. He should not get a second year. Now you could say, but we're going to rebuild anyway. Yeah, but we basically shot ourselves in the foot this year. We had a pretty good shot. It was open. And we shot ourselves in the foot because this dumbass wants to go B-Tech Joe Moorhead. At least it's easier to fire a freaking offensive coordinator. Might as well just bring back Dan Mullen. I'm sure he'll come back now. Might as well. You want us to get Dan Mullen back. That's what you're doing to State fans. That Judas. And he'll probably do it. And it probably would work. Hell, Sylvester Croom would be better than you. Sylvester Croom got railroaded in 07. In 08, I should say. He got railroaded. He still would be better than you, Barbay and Arnett. Honestly, especially Barbay. But you know what? Man, I'm not happy about it. Alabama did what they were supposed to do. Nothing special. Didn't feel like Bama was dog-walking us. It just felt like we dog-walked ourselves. Let Alabama dog-walk us. We let them put the leash on us and dog-walk us. Good for Bama. They had a good win. Good for them, you know. State's a joke. This team's a joke. They do this every year. But especially now, it just feels worse, you know? It feels like they're pissing on Mike Leach's grave. It feels like they're pissing on the fans. And it feels like they're throwing away all this goodwill and all this freaking momentum just to play this B-Tech style of what Joe Moorhead wanted to do. And it didn't work the first damn time. Barbay's an idiot. He's a freaking egotistical jackass. That's what I take from this because, man, you know your freaking system ain't working. And what you should have done was be like, okay, maybe I want to put in my own system, but I'll wait a year. I'll let us try to succeed. And then when we rebuild, go from there. But no. You want to do it now with a quarterback who can't play it, and you're going to kneecap him because he can't. You suck. Go back to Appalachian State. How the hell did you succeed there? They're good. They always find a way to win. How'd you succeed there? How? Oh, maybe they never played the air raid before they played your system. I don't know. Why are we going for a guy from Appalachian bleeping State? I know they're good, but they're not SEC. We could have hired Dion, and we let this happen. Well, I hope when Dion leaves Colorado, maybe that's when we clean house. I can see it happening. With that being said, Mississippi State, you got dog walked. Alabama, congratulations. You did your job. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send super chats on live streams, comment on this video, put us a play, share with friends and family. Tomorrow, I'll give you my review of the Toronto FC match. Better late than never, even though they lost 3-2. And run it back for the Dynasty Stars, so the members will get that as well. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.